The Best Christmas Present Ever by Janelle Sitko. A story of a young girl's dream becoming reality. That's it, I knew it. It was about halfway through November when I started thinking of things that I wanted for Christmas. I was 10, and like just about every other 10-year-old out there, I decided that I wanted a puppy. About a week later, I was in the car with my dad and my sister Camille, driving home from my Irish dance class, when he made a different turn than usual. Impatiently, we waited to see where he was taking us. After approximately 10 minutes after the first unusual turn, we arrived at the San Diego Humane Society. I screamed and almost broke my sister's eardrum when I realized what this meant. I was going to get a puppy for Christmas. The Humane Society didn't work out, but I found another adoption facility, and so that was our first stop the next Saturday. When we got there, I looked around the cage and saw a tiny black puppy hiding behind a plastic chair. My heart warmed like my oven during Christmas time. I called quietly to him, and he slowly walked toward me. Once he got close enough, he let me pick him up and hold him gently in my arms, where he promptly snuggled closer. The volunteers there told me that he hadn't gone near anyone else. Taking this as a sign, I looked up at my mom with pleading eyes. My mom, dad, and sister all agreed with me, and we adopted this lucky dog. My mom, brand new puppy, and I went into Petco to buy puppy supplies. As we were walking in, I felt a small tug on the leash that I was holding. I looked down to see my dog shaking with fear because of the slippery tiles on the store's floor. I encouraged him to come forward, but when he took one tiny step, he slid and his face showed even more fear. I picked him up and held him in my arms. He soon fell asleep with contentment and stayed that way for the rest of the shopping trip. Once we got home, I set him down on the driveway and helped him around the side of the house to the backyard of his new home. I showed him his water, his bed, and introduced him to our other dog, Cleo. I let him have some time to explore, and then we all joined the dogs outside to start thinking of names. After a little while, my dad came up with the perfect name, Max. We tested it out on him a few times, and it seemed to fit him perfectly. That night, my new Christmas present, Max, slept in his crate at the foot of my bed, right where he belonged. Although for the next few weeks he would constantly wake up in the wee hours of the morning, wanting to go outside and relieve himself, I loved having a new member of my family, a new responsibility, and most of all, a new best friend. Max is now a valued member of my family and loves his home. He owns the yard and loves spending time with his best friend Cleo. That day I realized that sometimes happiness can come out of even just the hope of getting a small gift, and that small gift can light up your world forever.